What's up? This is NFI, and we have Anurag with us. Anurag, how are you doing, brother?
Yeah, doing well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining this, short little episode. Anurag, I just want to quickly know about Avail, and if you can, share a little bit about your journey with Polygon as well, and how did you, decided to start Avail? I think that would be great for our audience.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I entered the crypto space back in 2017. Before that, I spent about 11 years in fintech and regulatory tech in various product and engineering roles. 2017, I entered crypto, founded Matic, Polygon. It became later on, built a lot of the POStack, the plasma solution, a lot of the bridging infra. Also acquired three ZK teams, which eventually ended in building the ZKEVM, for example, among other things. And actually also started Avail within Polygon back in 2020. Part of the reason why we built Avail was that blockchains have been were changing. Like the first generation of blockchains was primarily these monolithic sort of blockchains, which kind of like have one blockchain node being run by, let's say, 100 validators or 100,000 validators, but like all of them in the same layer. And the second generation of blockchain, as I call it, is becoming a little bit more like modular, more segregated into specialized functions, really. And that's what happens when industry evolves. And so we really thought back in 2020 that like now is the time to kind of build infra for this roll-up world, because we were already building roll-ups under Polygon, but we thought we needed more fundamental infra that is going to power this multi-rollup infrastructure, which we think like Ethereum started, but Ethereum's too valuable to upgrade very fast, and so that's really the reason we started Avail. So Avail really is like in essential infrastructure for the modular future of blockchains.
Absolutely. And what do you think? Like, how far are we from when you started? When you started Avail, how far are we from that goal when you started in? And how has the vision changed? I'd love to know about that.
Yeah. When we initially started, we took on the relatively harder task of implementing something called data availability sampling, which Ethereum has on its long-term dank sharding roadmap. And so we actually ended up taking the hard part first. So we already built that. That's already in production. Our mainnet went live in July. Now we are getting to the more exciting bits. So once we have this fundamental innovation up there, we now are going to build more stuff like sequencing support, interoperability support. See, the thing is that essentially, if you look at something like Solana, uh, users are used to fast mobile first UX on Solana, and that's why you see a lot of activity there. And they also, of course, have all the other infra that is required. On the Ethereum side, what you have at the moment is a very fragmented sort of landscape where you have hundreds of L2s, and even the tooling on, let's say, something like mobile is is there, but not as fully baked as what a Solana does. Right? So if you want to really get to this sort of fast mobile first UI experiences, you cannot be having two deeply modular pieces, right? Like there needs to be some way to make them one part of a entire system. To aggregate them, really, right? Like so, like today you have like DA layers, even us, like as a DA layer, you have roll-up sequencers being run by roll-up as service companies. You have interop being provided by interop companies. You have provers being provided by prover networks, and so there's a bunch of providers that you need to go to get your roll-up up and running. Absolutely. And for the app developers, that's different experiences on different roll-ups. So I think most of our upcoming, and we are gearing up for a very ambitious roadmap, because the thing that we have live on production is something that we designed back in 2020. A lot of things have changed then, and we are going to take all of the learnings that we have and push out a much more ambitious roadmap. And because we have the hard parts already implemented, it's going to be very easy to get to these newer parts, which we'll announce